Alright, so I've been such a total lazy ass lately that I haven't done much with the car, but today I'm gonna do some things. We're gonna pull the fuel tank out and we're gonna compare what a 1500 horsepower fuel system looks like versus what I did have. Let's go! Parachute, there's the fuel tank. So one awesome thing about this fuel tank is that the neck is not connected anywhere to the body. The tank and the neck are all one piece and it just forms all the way up to where the filler is. So there's no stupidness with that part. Whoa, hit the camera. Time to get the pliers out. This is what the factory setup looks like. There's like evap things and power and feed and return and vents. I gotta take it all off. Now I can start taking the tank out, which is never a fun job because I don't know how much fuel is in it. And there's like a shell around it. Fuck my eyeballs. Half of it. That's just a protective shell. Probably weighs like 2 pounds. Better traction for the whole shot. Now to be completely honest, I'm not sure exactly how much fuel is in here. I completely forget. But there's probably a lot knowing me. I love sand in my face. You can see what I mean by the tank neck is fully formed in the tank and there's nothing to like unbolt. There's no flex pipe or vent line that actually has to be unbolted and stuff, so it's actually super easy to take out. Alright, now the reason I'm taking the tank out is this ring, I kind of chewed it up with a flat head screwdriver trying to get it off and on a couple times. So if I take the tank out, I can actually use a strap wrench on this instead. So that's what I'm going to do, use a strap wrench. Ta-da-da. There's like half a tank of fuel in here. Anyways, this is my factory hanger with just a wall row attached to it. Anybody interested in a free half tank of fuel? Welcome to Kyle TV. I feel like I can host my own TV show here. I have my own little platform in the middle of my kitchen because why not? This is in my kitchen. This kind of smells like fuel, so that probably wasn't the best idea. But we're gonna compare my old fuel system to the new fuel system, and we'll get the injectors all lined up and whatnot, and we'll show you what we're working with. All right, so this is what we have. This is the original hanger. This is a Walbro 450, and the way it's sitting, it'll flow about 600 horsepower on race fuel. Ethanol, maybe like 450, maybe 400. Ethanol is gonna require like 35% more fuel. However, a lot of guys will modify the stock hanger. They'll add another 450 or another set of 300 pumps, and they'll just clamp them to the hanger, and they'll install a bulkhead fitting in the top and run an additional dash 6 line to the front of the car. However, that's not the route I'll be taking. Powerhouse Racing really hooked me up with this one. So instead, what I have is their billet unit. And essentially what it composes of is enough space to house 3 450 pumps. They'll all have their each little inlet in the top of the hanger, and then it'll come out as a bulk fitting up on top. I will be running a -10 to the front, just one single line, and then a -6 return. It does have a nice bulkhead fitting for the electrical as well. Everything's already pinned. I just have to add power, ground, and signal wires to it. It will also hold my factory fuel level sensor, and it will fit in the stock tank. So I will be reusing this 450 pump along with 2 additional pumps that came from the Macula. I also have a bunch of brand new fuel filter bags and install kits for the pumps, as well as the harnesses for the pumps. So we'll move past this for now. That's how I'm going to get fuel to the front. They smell like fuel. This is what I was running looks like up close. It is all kinds of dirty. I'm sorry about that. I didn't clean it before I took it off the car, but this is the setup I was running. It was a -6 feed, -6 return, 11 mil rail, just like an eBay HKS knockoff, and then some, I don't know, knockoff Bosch injectors. I'm gonna pull this real quick. Alright, so first thing you'll notice about the Powerhouse Racing rail versus the eBay rail is it looks a lot better. Aside from that, this one has a center return that I will not be using. I'm just going to use -10 in, -6 out. Much simpler, and it's proven to flow. And then aside from that, I went with 14 millimeter openings instead of 11 mil openings in the rail. So it can get a lot more volume through the rail if needed. And it just looks a lot better than... It's a little bit lighter too, actually. Powerhouse Racing, check them out. So these are my old injectors. They are 11 millimeter tops to fit those 11 millimeter rails. They were 800cc injectors, and they didn't come with a flow sheet, so I didn't know the injector lag time. Like generic Bosch injectors that I got off Supra farms for like 300 bucks or something. And they worked for the time being, but now it's time to run ethanol. So, from Injector Dynamics, and more importantly from Kent and his Civic build, we have 6 shiny ID2000s. They will flow a lot more than these. They're proven injectors, and you can find the lag time sheet anywhere. So tuning in VE is going to be a lot easier. However, 4 of these came from his Civic build that was never completed because some asshole dicked him around on the engine. Thank you, Kent. And then he did get me the other 2, which Injector Dynamics took the serial numbers off the 4 and matched 2 more to them. I still will get these cleaned and flow tested just to make sure that they are all in the same 1%. We're gonna put that on this part right now, just to make sure everything fits and have no surprises when I actually go to put everything together. With this intake manifold, I know a lot of people weld these bosses in because the factory side feeds are like a really thick O-ring on the bottom, so you need these adapter ones. I, however, got my intake manifold powder coated before I did that. So these are just siliconed in, Toyota FPIG or whatever it is, or FIPG or whatever it is. It's been holding fine. I know a lot of people who are actually running it this way. I know it's supposed to be welded in, but it's kind of late for that now. It's holding and it's working fine. I don't have the proper bottom O-rings for these ID2000s to fit these injector bosses, unfortunately. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna test fit it and see how it fits. One injector, I'm just making sure everything fits, so when it actually comes time for game time, I'm not unprepared and have to order something else, because I live in Canada land and it takes forever to get anything. Oh, it comes with injector bosses too. Oh, these ones are way better. Oh, and they fit my IDs. So I'm actually gonna have to use these injector bosses instead. And these ones have to come out. And then we got cool rail thingies, which I don't know how they mount. I just tried to put that in the injector boss. That was weird. They don't fit. All right, so it looks like it doesn't fit. This is the problem that I wanted to avoid. But the rail is sitting too high, which means these tops are probably too long. Fortunately for me, I do have the shorter size here. These are for 48 mil injectors instead of 60 mil injectors, which will drop my rail down probably where it needs to be. So fortunately for me, I do have the right ones here as well. And these are also 14 mil wide. So this is just me test fitting it anyways to see if it fits. This isn't final assembly of it because these injectors do need to be cleaned and flow tested. But it does look nice, especially since my manifold is powder coated and it's like a shiny metallic black. Up next is our pump hanger. I'm just gonna see if I can get the pumps to fit in. Loosen these bitches off. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna take the bracket right off the hanger so I'm not trying to break the hanger at the same time that I'm trying to put pumps in. Dang, Lucky, why so tight? This is hurting my life. I can't get it to move. Why are you so stuck? What did I do wrong? Whoa! They caught me slipping. I'm gonna turn these so the filters are apart from each other for maximum filter room. Look how tight they are together. So tight. So tight. This one I didn't have a wiring harness for, so I kind of cut the pins and just put, oh yeah, these ones on. Wee-oo! Come on. Damn submersible fuel hose, too strong. Pump 3. I probably forgot to mention this, but I am gonna stage the pumps, so one pump's gonna be running all the time, and then 2 will come on at like whatever positive boost is, or 5 pounds of boost, or whatever it is. Whatever I set it at, is that's what it's gonna be. You get it? Because my SCU can do it. So one of these pumps has been used for like 10,000 kilometers on just pump fuel and a little bit of race fuel, and the other 2 were used with ethanol for like 20 kilometers, but we pickled it afterwards. I know if I use ethanol all the time, these become a maintenance item. It looks like I'm doing things with my wiener over here. I'm actually just trying to push the pump, but I'm using it against my, I don't need to explain. Tres pumps. I think that's how you say 3 in French. All right, so that's my fuel system. We have the nice big fuel rail, fittings and injector bosses, the ID2000s, the triple pump hanger with 3 pumps. I will be reusing my Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator, forgot about that. And I guess for fuel management, I'm running my Link ECU. So obviously this is just mock-up and it is not final assembly. I'm just showing you what's going in it. Final assembly won't be as interesting anyways. So big thanks to Powerhouse Racing. They actually gave me a good deal with the rail and the fuel pump hanger and stuff like that. I will be filming more when I put it in the car. I'm actually, ironically, in my kitchen and in my pajamas. I actually work tonight, but I wanted to get something done on the car. I just feel like I just want to get something done on the car. I'll probably take this opportunity to say thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. I did make a video for it and I started reviewing it and I wasn't really happy with it. I don't know, it's a milestone, it's nice, but it's not really everything. It does mean that people enjoy the channel and it kind of pushes me to create more content and try and make better content. That's why I've been trying to like film more quality stuff and insert clips that aren't boring and not long drawn out stuff. So thank you guys again for 10,000 subscribers. Thank you Powerhouse Racing for the fuel system. Thank you Kent for the injectors. It feels like everyone just kind of sponsored my build for me. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace easy.